friends, welcome back to Living with Cambriea, and welcome if you are new. If you are here today is my Sunday series where I am not at home. I am actually at someone else's house helping them conquer the chaos in their life and clean up their life and home. I do this every single Sunday, and I started this as like a Hoarders series, but it has slowly evolved into just me loving helping people and getting people into just a better mindset and space, and sometimes all that is a helping hand. So this week I did a ton of research because I've been getting so many questions from you guys of how to get started when they're just overwhelmed. So I'm just going to go over a couple tips with you guys to hopefully help you conquer the chaos in your life as well. So I think the first big step is figuring out the reason of why you feel like you can't keep up with things or why your house gets to a certain way. And here's a quick rundown of some of those reasons, and I want you to listen and just really think about what is your reasoning of why you think your house gets super messy and out of control. One big reason is it's just a low priority. For some people, cleaning and tidying their home is a low priority. They don't mind a little bit of a mess, and it doesn't stress them out or affect their lives. And if that is you, that is totally okay. Other one is too busy. Now, this one used to be me when I worked a full-time job. My kids were a lot younger. I just felt like I was always too busy. Sometimes we just so busy that even if I wanted a clean home, we just don't physically have time to do it all. Next big reason can be lack of motivation or even energy. Lack of motivation to clean can be caused by many reasons, but some of those reasons might be illness, new job, new baby, moving out of a house, or any other big life changes. And then finally, mental health. This is a biggie. One of the worst symptoms of depression is losing all the motivation to do the things in your life that you know you should. Some days all you can manage is getting out of bed and having a shower. No way are those toilets getting scrubbed, and that's okay. Before you can tackle the outside mess, you need to get help for yourself. This is what we waited for. All right, so now we are going to go over some steps and maybe just little habits and tricks that will help you keep your home tidy and clean. And one of the best first steps we can take to challenge ourselves is turn off your phone, turn off the computer, turn on some good music, and take just 1 hour each day and get stuff done. This will amaze you how much you can get done in an hour without those little distractions. So when the kids are at school or little Susie's down for a nap, take that time and, like I said, turn off your phone, turn off the TV, turn on some good music, or if there's an audible you like to listen to, and really dedicate that time to tackle the house. If you take that time, I promise you, you will be just so relieved by the end of it, and you'll be so shocked at how much you can get done by really focusing for just 1 hour. All right, I know I've talked about this in other videos, but start small. If you are tackling a complete disaster that just seems overwhelming, start small, section off the room, or just make it where you can see the progress, but you're not overwhelming yourself. Now, if you're not tackling something that's a huge disaster, but still needs to get done, you can still start small by vacuuming, cleaning off countertops, taking the easy stuff that will help make your life better, and move on to the bigger stuff, like if you need to mow the lawn or clean the windows and mirrors, organize the bookshelf. But start small, because I promise the hardest part is just starting. So if you start with those small tasks, you're going to get the motivation to tackle your larger chores down the road. Alright, so this one might sound a little bit weird because you guys watch these cleaning videos and you see myself and a bunch of other people cleaning their whole house, and it's getting done in like a 20, 30, 40-minute video, and it doesn't look like we take breaks. It literally looks like we spend all day cleaning. And that is one thing I want to kill that myth. That is not true. When I film a cleaning video, I film some of it in the morning, some of it in the afternoon, some of it before Xander goes to school, after I pick him up from school. But there are breaks that happen in between. So this next step is don't spend the entire day tidying and cleaning. That's just going to stress you out. Do little cleaning chores throughout the day. You can tackle an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, an hour in the evening, or even 30 minutes. Just don't worry about spending all day. That's why I don't like having specific cleaning days. I like to tackle tasks as they need to be done, because if I let my house get trashed all week so that I can clean on Sundays, I promise you I would dread every single Sunday. So don't tidy and clean all day. Just clean as it needs to be done so that you don't overwhelm or stress yourself out.
And I figured we were out of luck since you lost your head in the crowd line around 5 p.m. Wondering why we went. Wonder where you've been.
So this is probably the biggest thing I hear when I'm going to help families, is that there's not chore lists and the kids don't help out. Other family members don't help out. So this is a huge tip. Set a chore list. No one person in a household should bear the sole responsibility for cleaning. It is everyone's responsibility to keep it clean. If you are constantly cleaning up after other house members, put an end to it now. Tell them that they live here and it is their responsibility as much as it is yours to keep the house clean. Now, once again, in these cleaning videos, you often just see us women cleaning, but I promise you that is not the case, at least not in my house. My kids are responsible for keeping their rooms clean, feeding the dogs. Every week when garbage goes out, my boys go and collect all the garbages. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I didn't set these responsibilities young. It doesn't matter. You can learn at any age how to be responsible and be a contributing adult. Like, if your kid is 2 or if your kid is 16, they still need to contribute to the household and help maintain a clean and healthy home. That also goes for significant others. Now, in our house, we have it set up where I do not like working outside. So, mowing the grass, dealing with snow blowing, anything like that is not my favorite thing to do. So my husband handles outside chores and I handle inside. But there's no resentment because that is an arrangement of a chore list that we have set up. So if you are the sole cleaner in your home and you are not getting help, I highly, highly recommend stopping that immediately and making sure everyone in the home knows that they live there, they contribute to the mess, and it is everyone's responsibility to keep the home healthy and clean. All right, now this one was game changer for me. I used to, I don't want to say collect, but hold on to things that were given to me or anything like that. And a big way to maintain a clean and tidy home is to don't organize clutter. If you have things in your home that you don't use and don't need, get rid of it. Declutter, 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 because the less things you have in your home, the less things there are to clean. The less knickknacks on the fireplace, the easier it is to dust. So the biggest tip to maintaining a clean home is having less stuff to clean. So before you go and tackle your entire home, maybe take a week and tackle room by room decluttering your house. I now declutter probably about every 6 months a different area. So I just did my closet and bathroom again, but literally every room will get decluttered at least once to twice a year just to get rid of the things that I have and I don't need anymore. So you want to make cleaning easier? Then cut down on the amount of things you need to clean. So here's another thing that definitely rings true, and I have seen it over and over again when I go and help different people out, is seeking help from a friend. Just by having someone to talk to and help figure out a game plan, I promise you it'll help motivate you. In this situation at this house on this day, I was helping her with her family room just because it had gotten out of control. And when I go to new people's houses, I want to tackle the places that will affect their happiness and life the most. And in this situation, I felt like it was the family room. But as I tackled this room, she tackled the entire dining room just from the motivation of having somebody else there to talk to and inspire them. Another way to get inspiration and motivation is jumping on Pinterest or watching videos like this on YouTube. But search out those inspirations. Make a goals board of how you want your home to look and just keep that inspiration front and center to keep you motivated and keep you going to get exactly where you want to go. All right, so this next tip is probably the most important tip I can give you guys and will drop your anxiety and your stress level and all the frustrations of cleaning down tremendously. And if you can do this, I promise it's going to make your life so much easier. So, are you ready? This is probably the most number one tip anybody can give you. Be okay with good enough. Your house does not need to be perfect. If your house isn't perfect, that is okay. I can guarantee you, especially if you have kids, if you have pets, if you have anyone living in the house other than just you, that things get messy and that is okay. Don't worry about every little thing. If there are Legos on the floor because the kids were playing and dishes in the sink because, of course, you ran the dishwasher and forgot that pile of dishes on the stove because, hey, I do that every single time, don't worry about it. When the dishwasher is done, you'll unload it and you'll reload that stuff. Be okay with good enough. It does not need to be perfect. And you're going to stress yourself out if you're always worrying about perfection and chasing perfection. Just be okay with good enough. And I promise you, you and your family will be so much happier. Well, I hope you guys like this little bit of a change. I get so many messages from you guys. I really wanted to do a more talkative video and go over some tips and tricks of keeping you guys motivated and how you can tackle the spaces in your house. I try and respond to every single comment and every single message, but unfortunately I just can't. So I really wanted to take this video and take the time to help you guys as much as I can and answer a lot of those questions that I get asked all the time. So if you enjoyed this style of video, definitely let me know in the comments below. It's totally different for me. Normally, I'm not this, talkative? I don't know if that's the right word, but you guys know what I mean. But I hope you guys enjoyed all my tips and tricks. I know you guys are going to love this before and after. It was so satisfying to have this all done. But if you guys need even more motivation, definitely check out my links in the description below. I have a bunch of different videos that will help with motivating you and keeping you in the mood to tackle your homes. Well, if you guys enjoyed today's video, like I said, give it a big thumbs up. And if you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe and join me and my family here on YouTube. Not only do I have this Sunday video, but on Wednesdays, I also give just traditional cleaning videos at my house. But if you guys need more motivation, check out these videos on the side. I know you're going to love them as well. But until next time, bye.